Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It's a Friday here in the studio.
It's a Friday. Yeah.
Keep going.
No, I'm done.
Well, are you auditioning for a
No,
for
I'm
a
not
role
auditioning for anything.
in some kind of musical or something like that, maybe?
Where am I going to do that, Dan?
I don't have a clue. Maybe.
Okay.
I thought maybe any chance that you wanted to keep practicing to get better at your vocal
At my craft.
ability, at your craft.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pass on that right now.
Okay. All right. Did you ever have to audition for anything?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for plays.
For plays,
But
but I
not
mean
for-
also for other stuff. I had to, back, I don't know, man, when I graduated high school, I went to, what are you laughing at?
Looked like I was sitting on a bucket.
Do you want to adjust
Yeah,
your
can you
camera?
adjust that one?
I had to audition for something and got a scholarship to Inspiration Point Fine Arts Colony in Eureka.
Was it a full ride scholarship?
Yeah, but it was like a summer deal.
All right.
But it was really cool.
Well, that's
and I
cool.
had to go. I was flown to Malvern with mass merchandisers at the time. Anyway, it was a
Wow.
big deal in my life.
Oh, I
was
bet it
like,
was.
I got a private jet. I got to fly. over.
Ooh, you were what, 12?
No, I was probably about 18.
Oh,
19.
18, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if that was
That was a long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back in the Stone Age,
The Stone
the
Age.
turn of the century. Back in the 1900s.
In the 1900s. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I tell people, but oh, when did that happen? Oh, back in 1960. 60?
You
Wow.
think about that. Richard and I were talking last night that when our parents, World War II was what, in the 1940s? But
30s, yeah, 30s.
1930s. And the Depression, was all in that era. But
No, it was in the
like,
40s. I'm sorry.
yeah,
40,
that's what I
45,
thought. But,
yeah.
whatever.
Hello.
So, that was how many years ago?
Yeah, almost 80 years ago, something like that.
But
yeah.
like your parents, that was 40 years back. And now you look at things from our perspective
Yeah.
40 years ago. It doesn't seem that long.
It doesn't seem.
So
no,
I'm
it's
sure they
not.
were thinking the same thing, 40 years after World War II.
Yeah.
Announcement.
You have an announcement?
I do have an
Do
announcement.
announcement music. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, that'll work.
That'll work. There we go.
Northwest Arkansas District Fair has changed their dates. And I know it's early on, but there's some
Nope.
feedback going on social media about that. And it's always been
It's usually been in the fall, right?
third week maybe of September for
Okay.
the district fair. It follows the Boone
Oh, yeah.
County Fair.
Yeah, right.
Well, the Boone County Fair will remain the same, but the district fair is changing to October 4th through 10th. So, they would carry over a lot of the stuff from like the crafts
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't think they'll be able to do that. I don't
wonder-
know.
do
There's
you know
some
why
logistics
they
there.
did that?
Well, Allison Black put out an announcement that they were going with a different carnival company.
Oh,
And that required changing the dates. And also, it's going to fall when Harvest Homecoming usually is.
okay, yeah.
So I don't know how that will play out necessarily, but I read some people just stating their opinion that they didn't feel like that was probably a good
Wonder
move
why.
as far as some of that. But
Why? I wonder why they didn't think it was a good move.
because it changed to where you couldn't just consecutively go from
From
I
the
think
fair to one fair to the next
fair
fair.
to the next.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they feel like the response will be different. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know.
see how that
Yeah.
plays out. But that's just an announcement that I
That's what happens. I
So-
mean, you do things year after year after year, and then all of a sudden
it's
you
changed.
change things for some reason.
Yeah.
When I was part of the fair, managing the fair, not the fair, but the Christmas parade, they wanted to change the route from going from the parking lot to the old to here at the end of the parade route. They wanted to swap the direction, and
Yeah.
and then they wanted to change it from from a Monday to a Saturday. And we did that. We tried that, but there was no bands available because during that time, the first weekend,
I remember that.
yeah, the first weekend, December, all the bands were in competition somewhere, so we didn't have any bands. So, you know, yeah.
Well, if you don't follow the fair page, you can't, or the Northwest Arkansas
Yeah.
District Fair page, then you can do that and read the information for
Yeah.
yourself. I mean, there's a little, a news
work it
release
out.
on it, and they'll work it out however they work it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to throw it out there that
Sure.
because it is a topic. It seemed to be kind of a hot topic there for a
Yeah.
little bit about.
Yeah, for the people that are out in the country that actually
It was convenient to do it the way they were doing
Yeah.
it, for sure.
yeah
But
yeah. Well,
I don't have all the intel. I just deliver the message.
we'll send an undercover reporter out to find out all the details about it, and will report back to us. How about that?
Okay. You please let me know who that will be
I don't
when
know.
the time comes.
Well, I don't even know if there's any investigative reporters left in the world.
Not here. There's
Just
not.
everybody's got an opinion, so you
It's
don't.
an opinion reporter.
It's opinion reporter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
right.
move on to maybe some weather.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be a snowstorm this weekend or
No,
something,
Dan.
or none of that stuff?
Not
Nothing
that I'm
dramatic.
aware of. I haven't seen any snow in our forecast whatsoever.
Mm.
Today will be increasing clouds, though, with a high of 48, wind gust up to 25 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of 23. Again, wind gust possible. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high of 36. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low of, here you go, 11.
11 degrees. Yeah.
And with 30 mile per hour gusts, that's going to be pretty dadgum cold.
It will be.
Sunday, sunny with a high of 44, and Sunday night mostly clear with a low of 21.
21. And then Monday, it's going to be mostly sunny, high of only 35 degrees with some gusts up to 20 miles per hour. The wind is what is really makes things bad.
It is.
Calm winds and 20 degrees is not bad.
No, it just whips through.
It just
though.
whips through, yeah. Monday night, low 16. And then Tuesday, sunny with a high of 48 degrees, warming up just a little bit with an overnight low of 33. 20% chance of showers on Wednesday, and 36 will be the low for that evening. And then 20% chance of showers in the forecast with a high of 52. Looks like a warming trend happening on Tuesday.
And I want to tell you, I reached out actually on Facebook for any input on warming stations because
Yes.
it's that time of year, and I was directed to someone who gave me some insight. And there's only one part of it that I can, the Methodist Church did it last year.
Yeah.
But
It was severely cold last year, though.
and it was, and it may get that way.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to find out ahead of time before it's an issue.
Well, if those that are listening, if you're a church organization or someone that has some information about maybe some warming stations, let us know and make a list, and we'll post those up on our Facebook page and announce it here on Around the Table.
Right. And so far, all I have is Methodist Church says it has to be 32 degrees for 24 hours for 3 days. And then they will open. I think they just had a lot, and you're going with volunteers.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have to keep that in mind. And I'm finding out about another place. I'm trying to find out, maybe they will offer it. But if y'all have any information, yes,
Yeah,
please
let us know.
reach out to us and let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All righty, let's move along to our topic to ponder. And our topic to ponder, this is the last one for this week.
Man, these are brain teasers, dude.
They are.
This one's
This one kind of looks into our beginnings, I guess, our existence. Where did it come from? Was it designed, or did it just form out of a pool of
blah,
a
blah.
muddy puddle or something? So let's move on to our topic to ponder.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Now, this is what I need to do. I need to shave my head and get a bunch of electrodes attached to my brain. You know what
Oh.
would happen on the meter? It'd be a flat line, probably.
Would it?
Yeah, it probably would be.
No activity. Well, I'm going to define consciousness because I
Okay.
had to go back and define it
All
for
right.
myself to understand. Well, you can do the question if you want. and then I'll-
Is today's topic to ponder question is consciousness a biological process or a window into something eternal?
Well, consciousness, the dictionary thing says the state of being awake and aware of one's surroundings.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I can understand that, but I don't have an answer for this. I
Okay.
guess I don't really. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which it is.
Yeah. Well, I look at it a little deeper than that. I think that when you're awake, there's a lot of things going on. In my opinion, there's a lot of things going on. You have your consciousness, you have your moral compass,
Sure.
you have your awareness of more than what and who you are.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can go with that.
And I think that's where I'm looking at consciousness would entail all those things.
Oh, so you're painting it with a much broader
Yeah.
stroke than I was trying to because it limited me and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with a
Yeah.
response.
And I think people have trouble with this because it's hard to explain what you can't touch and feel and see and all that stuff. Most of the stuff we're talking about is kind of ethereal and another plane.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, is consciousness a biological process or a window into something eternal? I think it's a window into something eternal.
Meaning what? What does that mean?
Meaning that there's more to us than what we think we are as far as flesh and bone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's. I think that what we think is more connected to. It's hard to explain,
See,
isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is
You
pretty-
said something eternal, and I'm thinking, well, we're not eternal. I mean, our souls can be eternal,
there you
but
go.
we are not eternal
It
in our
is-
physical.
Is your soul
being.
connected? Is your soul connected to your biologicalness?
I guess.
It is.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And there's two distinct entities there.
What? Life and death?
No, yeah, there you go.
What?
So anyway, that's
this
it.
was a brain teaser
This-
for me. I didn't do well
yeah,
with it.
sorry, it may be too deep for a lot of people, and it's
Well-
actually too deep for me.
There's only 2 responses. How about I read them?
Yeah, read those.
My brother said I would have to say yes. But
Is
it's
that
a
it?
yes or no. It's a one or the other.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I
yeah.
guess you can do
Sure,
both.
Yeah.
Okay. Consciousness is evolving as we grow in knowledge, which could lead to a discovery of eternity, even if it's not in this life. I don't even understand the answer
Okay.
particularly. I would
It's
have
hard
to
to
really
explain.
I would have to really sit
Yeah.
with it, and then I might be able to have a comment. Kelly said, I think consciousness may begin in the brain, but the mystery it creates feels larger than biology alone, especially at the moment of death. Y'all got me brain teased. I can't.
Your tilt.
I am off kilter.
All right. Well, please go to our Facebook page at Around the Table and answer this question. We probably spent way too much time on it.
He broke me.
Is consciousness a biological process or a window into something eternal?
What AI thing did you use to come up with that question?
ChatGPT. But then I changed it a little bit because I don't think ChatGPT has a soul, so I don't know that.
I was just like, I don't. Yeah, that was a tough one for
yeah,
me.
that's tough.
For me.
Okay. All right. We'll discard that one and say
Well,
that.
it'll be gone today.
Okay.
But
That one.
please answer.
That will be a cull. You know what a cull is, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please go to our Facebook page though and give us your
Yeah.
thoughts if you can figure them out.
You could even write in there, what the heck are you guys talking about? All right.
Too deep for me.
All right. We're going to take a break, and our guest for today is someone
No,
I've been.
we haven't even done today in history.
Oh, we haven't done.
Are we going to do that?
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Well, I will tell you that our guest is
Yeah.
coming up right after the break, and it's going to be Wayne Thompson, and he's the author of a new cookbook that was produced right here in the Ozarks, right here in our backyard in Harrison. And I'll let him explain it all.
Alrighty.
And I was involved with this project, and my name is on the book. So
Whoa.
there
whoa,
you
whoa.
go. There you
Aren't
go.
you hoity-toity?
Hoity-toity. Let's do our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
I'll fight the saloon from Hawaii to Hoboken, and I'll kick it as long as I've got a foot, and I'll fight it as punch it as long as I have a fist. I'll bite it as long as I have a tooth, and when I'm old and fistless and footless and toothless, I'll gum it till I go home to glory and it goes home to perdition.
Maybe we should ask him that question.
Yeah, right.
106 years ago, Prohibition began as the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution took effect. It was a huge victory for supporters such as the Reverend Billy Sunday. Prohibition was repealed by the 21st Amendment.
I feel swaying, for the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So bridge that gap, fellas, find me an empty lap, fellas, jolly I'll never go.
Okay. This was 62 years ago, back in 1964. The musical Hello, Dolly opened on Broadway, beginning a run of 2,844 performances, and that voice you heard there was Carol Channing, and she originated the role of Dolly Levi.
She was Dolly Levi.
Okay.
Women are much more qualified. They've decided that they want to get and obtain those opportunities. We found a very large number of women that were as well qualified as the men.
48 years ago, NASA named 35 new candidates to fly on the space shuttle. Among them were the agency's first female astronauts. Johnson Space Center head Christopher Kraft credited the women's movement. Among those named were Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, and 4 astronauts who would later die in the Challenger explosion.
Okay.
The liberation of Kuwait has begun.
Okay. 35 years ago, after months of sanctions and military threats failed to drive Iraqi forces out of Kuwait, the United States and allied nations attacked. White House spokesman Marlin Fitzwater announced in the early evening, Washington time, that massive airstrikes on Iraq were underway.
We are determined to knock out Saddam Hussein's nuclear bomb potential. We will also destroy his chemical weapons facilities.
35 years ago, after months of sanctions and military threats failed to drive Iraqi forces out of Kuwait, the United States and allied nations attacked. President Bush said that in addition to freeing Kuwait, the attack on Iraq had the following goals.
Yeah.
I stand before you today to announce my candidacy for President of the United States of America.
Okay. 35 years ago, this was 19 years ago, first-term Illinois Senator Barack Obama announced that he wanted the nation's top job of the president, and that was him.
I don't know who in their right mind wants the top job.
Wants the top job? Yeah. It's power.
I guess so.
Police seemed to celebrate his arrest, with one shouting, "Look, he's there in the van." In custody after 30 years on the run, having been tried and sentenced to life in prison in absentia for his role in deadly bomb attacks on anti-mafia prosecutors in 1992. At a monument to those judges and others killed by the mafia, Italy's prime minister praised the arrest, calling it a great victory for Italy.
3 years ago, Italy's #1 fugitive, convicted mafia boss Matteo Messina Denaro, was arrested at a private clinic in Palermo, Sicily, after 3 decades on the run. That was CBS News correspondent Tina Kraus.
Well, you can walk out on me tonight if you think that it ain't feeling right. But darling, there ain't no getting over me.
Oh, yeah, I like Ronnie Millsap. It's his birthday today. He was born in 1944. He's 82. Wow. He's had huge success on the country charts, but has also scored with some crossover hit, and this is one called There's No Getting Over Me.
This is no ordinary love, no ordinary love. This
That was singer Sade. She was born this day in 1959, making her 67. That music was from the album Love Deluxe, and it was No Ordinary Love.
All right.
We gotta go, gotta get the job done, gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullets out your gun, the bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either gotta meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau, dig me? Rochambeau! You have your orders now, go man, go.
Okay, that was actor and composer Lin-Manuel Miranda. Was born on this day in 1980, 46 years old. He was the driving force behind, that was a stage play, right? Hamilton?
Yes,
and they
Broadway.
made a movie.
It's on Broadway. And there's a movie.
They made a movie out of it. Okay. All right. We are caught up with history class. And we're going to take our first break. And when we come back, we'll be talking with the author of The Cooks of the Buffalo Cookbook. And this is a good book. It's a nice book.
It is very nice.
Wayne Thompson is going to be sitting in with us, and he's going to detail all the trials and tribulations that's happened over the last 3 years of getting this book produced.
And how you can get one.
And he brought plenty of copies for sale.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Stone Bank sponsors our program, and we sure do appreciate them. Boulder Banking right here in Harrison, Arkansas. Stick with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. This is going to be kind of a fun interview for me because I was involved with some of the behind the scenes of the development of this book, and I think I was corralled into doing some work I didn't want to do too.
That's what I heard.
In the studio with me is Wayne Thompson, and this is his brainchild. Welcome to the show, Wayne.
Well, thank you, Dan.
Tell us what compelled you to even want to do something like this.
Well, I've had this idea for maybe 20, 25 years.
Hold up your book first.
Well, it's called the Cooks of the Buffalo.
That looks like a coffee table book.
It does look like a coffee
It is. People have referred to it as a coffee table book, as a cookbook, as a history book.
Yeah.
It's all kind of rolled into one, but I've had this idea for probably 20, 25 years. So after I retired, I just thought I would do it. So I got a couple of people to help me, my wife Peggy, but I needed a high tech kind of guy I don't know all this stuff. So I went to see Dan.
That would be Dan Reynolds.
Dan and I worked together on some projects in the past and television commercials and stuff like that. So Dan agreed to help me with the project. So it's been a fun project for the last
3 years, wasn't it?
3 years,
yeah.
over 3 years. We've been working on this thing. So the result has been the Cooks of the Buffalo, and it's people that I've known up and down the Buffalo for over 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be their story and their ancestors had settled the Buffalo, and their life has been living and working on the Buffalo River.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, how did you decide who, to feature in it? And I guess that's your answer. It was people you've known who have had ancestry here? And
yes, I've been in every one of them's kitchen, and we sit and talk and just have a visit. And like I said, I've known some of them for several of them for over 50 years, and I knew their family, and I wanted to include them in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it starts at Boxley Valley down to Buffalo Point, and the book flows like the river, just right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Right down the river. So that's how it came about.
Mm.
Huh.
Well, it started off with the idea, and then you brought me in because you wanted to document the interaction with all of these cooks. You wanted me to bring my video equipment and document a personal interview with each one of these cooks. And I was quite amazed at the recipes that these people had cataloged and kept over the years. You want to talk a little bit about some of that?
You bet. First of all, let me say they are old, original recipes. There's nothing copied out of Betty Crocker. It is. Some of them still had gravy stains on them, and they're in the book just like they were written. But then they have been,
it's better than Betty Crocker, people.
That is Virginia Laverty. I've known her and Randy for years. Randy and I worked together at Dog Patch and at parks in Florida. So anyway, that's she was one of the first ones I talked to.
Mm-hmm.
There's several in there from some local people here will know Nolan Briscoe, Nolan and Billy Briscoe. Nolan has some great stories. He was raised at up near Tom Thumb Springs. That's his great grandmother. She was a midwife. She delivered over 1,000 babies, and the story is all in the book.
It's a history book.
It is a history book, and you're right. People are referring to it more. It's not just a cookbook, but the recipes. We've just had the book for a couple of weeks, but some people have already cooked some of the recipes. That's my son wanted to talk about. He's in there. That is some people know about the Ferguson. I used to have Ferguson's Country Store and Restaurant, Ferguson Furniture Manufacturing, down by St. Joe, and we serve cinnamon rolls, big cinnamon rolls. Well, that is my son reduced it to a recipe, and that's his contribution is the Ferguson cinnamon roll recipe, and there's a picture of it. So
those were good.
That's. But it flows down the river all the way to Buffalo Point. I've got some of the outfitters are in there. I'm going to have the books. All the outfitters want the books in their stores.
Sure.
So I've met with most of them, and they all want copies. Yesterday I was talking with Ben Fruhoff down at Gilbert, and he definitely wants. In fact, he bought a case of them to put in his store. So yeah, they're out there, and the feedback I'm getting is just unbelievable.
Well,
to me.
it's quite upscale, and the photos in there are beautiful. And I understand you have your wife.
Yes, she is quite the photographer. She was an artist before she was a photographer. I claim she's an artist with a camera. The colors really came out great. And it's all photos. All as you go down the river, you're going to see the old Pruitt Bridge.
You bet.
And so that's the photography is awesome. And people that have gone through it are commenting about the colors and the photography. So you bet.
It's the best of all the worlds there.
Do what now?
I said it's the best of all the worlds there.
Yeah.
It's history. It is wonderful recipes and beautiful photography and
really
artwork.
is.
So.
One of my first meetings, when I first started this project, I talked with Mike Masterson, and we sat at a table in the corner of the Townhouse Cafe, and I wanted Mike to write the stories. I asked him to write the stories. Well, Mike was sick, and he said, Wayne, he said, I'd love to do it, but it's about all I can do to get my 2 or 3 columns a week out for the paper. So he said he couldn't do it. But he said, Wayne, you have to do this. And he picked out some of the photographs that has to be in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when he said he wouldn't do it, I came to see Dan. So Dan and Peggy agreed that they would write some of the stories, and they did, and it turned out awesome.
It's
Good.
absolutely a lovely book for sure, and you're, they are for sale. I mean, you mentioned some of the outfitters were going to have them in their stores, but they're also available online, aren't they? And
yes, you can go to cooksofthebuffalo.com, or you can go down to they're at Shelby's.
Okay.
Town Square in Harrison. Shelby has the books, and so yes, they are available locally, or online. So,
or are you going to have a book signing, Wayne?
Yes.
You should.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of new. It's all new to me. The people, hey, I want you to sign my book. So,
yeah. You're a celebrity now.
I don't know, but yes, I'm going to Little Rock next Thursday. There's a bookstore up in the Heights. It's called Wordsworth, I think. They say if there's any bookstore in Little Rock you want to be in, that's the one. Wow. They want the book. We're going to do a book signing that evening at a reception, and do a book signing. So
maybe we should talk to the library about getting a book signing for you here in town.
Well, I would love to. Yeah. And
okay.
I don't know where. What do you think? Maybe the library? Or something?
That's where there seems to be.
That's where people
will go for something like that a lot of times. So.
I plan to talk to them and see.
I think you should. Yeah, for sure.
And I've told Wayne that during Harvest Homecoming and a lot of these events around town, it'd be good to have a little booth that you could, because people really need to know it. You know, for some people, sure, they want to see a nice a recipe back from what the pioneers did. And some of those recipes that Wayne was really good at this. He would have those these people to make some of the, and he likes pies, so he said at least make a pie, and then we'd take pictures of the pie, and then of course we'd eat.
You'd eat it.
Oh yeah, we'd eat. But some of the people are not getting the history of this area,
right?
And this is a different aspect of what the history was back then, how people lived on nothing, and some of the stories about some of the people that lived right there on the Buffalo River and how they survived and what they did as children and what they did for relaxation and entertainment. It was all based around the Buffalo River. So it's some of the stories that you're going to read in this book. And also, we do have all the video interviews that we're going to be, I guess, putting up on the website at some point. We haven't decided what we're going to do with those. But those are timeless because these people won't be around forever.
No, I mean, some of them are in their 90s,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, you mentioned the pies. The first 3 or 4 cooks, everybody wanted to make an apple pie. And I finally had to say, no more apple pies. But they wanted to fix something. So Olive Jean Wheeler had a boarding house in Gilbert, and she made a chocolate pie. And so her story is in the book. She's 102 years old.
Wow.
She had a boarding house, and we sat in the kitchen of her boarding house, and we talked to her and got her story, and Dan recorded it and videoed it. And when we got through, she said, well, Wayne, we're going to have a piece of chocolate pie. And I said, well, okay. We'll
Twist my arm.
Dan said I was going to weigh 300 pounds by the time I finished this book. I'm not quite there yet. But
you're talking about all this good food. I don't know why on earth you didn't bring somebody's sampling for us to try on here. I mean, come on.
Well, there's some awesome recipes in there, and like I've just had the books about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and people are calling me, telling me that they're cooking some of the recipes. So
and that's what you hope for sure.
this is who you're talking about.
Olive Jean Wheeler. She's
Okay.
the neatest lady, and we enjoyed visiting with her.
She was sharp as a tack, too.
Pardon me?
She was sharp as a tack.
Oh, I mean, she lives over in Searcy now, but she comes back to Gilbert pretty often. And she used to play the piano in the Gilbert Christian Church. So, it was a great interview.
Yeah. It's worth it just to know the history behind all of that. So
Sure.
Yeah.
And we live in this beautiful area where all of this took place.
Yeah.
So why not,
Yeah.
learn more and cook while you're at it? I mean, do it all.
A lot of great recipes inside there.
Yeah.
Wayne, is there anything else you'd like to add before we close out?
Well, no, just you can get the books at cooksofbuffalo.com. You can get them locally at Shelby's. Or call us, we'll bring you one. Or if you want a stack of them, we're selling in bulk some to some of the retailers. We're proud of it. 3 or 4 years went into it, and it came out better than I ever dreamed.
Yeah.
So,
Well, wonderful.
Yeah. Are you glad it's over with?
Pardon me?
Are you glad it's finished and over with?
Yes. During this process, Dan, as you know, I gave up 100 times, but we just kept on plugging, kept on going away.
You know, it's a different thing when you're dreaming of something and you think, oh, yeah, that'll be so great if we could do that. And then you think of, oh, my gosh, we got to do this, we got to do this. And
It can be overwhelming, I'm sure, during that process.
We've driven hundreds of miles and had great time, great conversation, tears and laughter, but it came out good.
Yeah.
Well, I encourage y'all to go to that website.
And I want to thank you publicly for including me in this project.
Well, thank you. I mean, what do you think about it?
What do I think? Oh, I love it. I go through, I look at some of the pictures that were taken and some of the recipes, and I'm going to make everything in the cookbook.
When you bring the cinnamon rolls, I want them.
Oh yeah, the cinnamon rolls have got to be made because people have talked about at Ferguson's how great those were, and you were telling me that they were made in a big pot, and your son had to incrementally break that recipe down to something that's manageable into something like 6 or 8 different cinnamon rolls. So I want to try that recipe.
Well, it's going to be hard, but if it's not hard, it's not worth anything.
Okay.
There you
Wade
go.
reduced this down. My son Wade lives in Glasgow, Scotland, and he was here. And he and my lead, when I had Ferguson's Country Store, he and my lead cook went over this and reduced it down from a Hobart mixer this big and made a lot of, but it. He lives in Scotland, so it's metric. Some of the measurements are metric, some are not.
Oh my gosh!
It'd be difficult to do, but it'll work.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, we sure do appreciate you coming in, and
Yeah.
just want to let people know that the name of the book is Cooks of the Buffalo, and it's printed, published, and it's ready for sale. It'll look beautiful on your coffee table or in your kitchen. You can take it back and forth. And when you're finished cooking something, you can go sit down and read about some of the
Yeah.
history and about some of
Yeah.
the amazing people that lived in this area, and some of the stories that they told about their ancestors, their homesteaders, and what it took to get in, how to survive on the Buffalo River. So thank you, Wayne,
Thank
so
you.
much for coming in.
Well, thank you, and thank you
Yeah.
for the opportunity, and
You bet.
give us a call.
Okay, give us a call. Cooksofthebuffalo.com. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have more stuff for you from around the table. Stone Bank sponsors our program, Boulder Banking. We'll be right back.
on the original KHOZ.
Wayne just stays and stays and stays.
Oh, leave him alone.
Actually, he was here. Anne wanted an autographed copy of the book, and she purchased one. And
yeah.
And while he's here, he got an autograph.
So there.
Yeah. Okay.
He took his autograph pen with him, though, so you're kind of like, you just have to sign yours part and pen.
I've got a crayon out in the car under
No,
the
we're
seat
not doing
somewhere.
crayons.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay. Yeah, he was asking us about that ridiculous topic to ponder.
See, I'm not the only one. What do you call it? I can't remember what he called it. Something specific, some term.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I had to agree with him. It was like, we don't even know.
Yeah, we appreciate Wayne coming in. He's busy with, selling all of his books and everything. So.
You betcha. Excuse me. What's today?
Today is the 15th.
Okay.
16th, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, in 2 days, what is that? What is 2 days from now?
Like Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. Well, there's a thank you veterans meal going on January 18th for complimentary lunch, TV, sports, and games at the Elks Lodge.
Yeah, that's Sunday.
And that's Sunday. And the lodge will open at noon. The meal's at 12:30. Veterans and one plus one can eat free. But other guests can come at $10 or children at $5.
Oh, okay.
But they're going to have potato soup and build your own sandwich.
And where was this
and
at?
RSVP is asked for at the Elks Lodge.
Oh, Elks Lodge. Okay.
But that's for the, thank you veterans meal. We're thanking our veterans.
Oh, they're big on veterans. Yeah,
they are. And I can appreciate that 100%.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. I remember when you got your iPhone.
Yep.
You brought it in and was showing everybody how important you were. And, you could touch this and touch that. And now every phone
You're
you get.
such a twit.
Now every phone you get's got a touch on it. I mean, you could touch it,
If you're still using the old, you're behind.
Anyway, that there's a big push for the iPhone 4.
Why?
What do you
That's
have?
obsolete.
The 11th or 12th or what? How many?
14.
iPhone 14. Well, suddenly they're trending again. So, and people are paying $1,500 for a 16-year-old iPhone. Why?
There's no way, people.
Well, you can ask Gen Z why they're doing this, because Gen Z is the people that are, behind it all.
Okay.
They've suddenly made the iPhone 4 trendy again, and now searches for the old clunker are up 1,000% on eBay.
What do they like about it? What is it? What is the draw?
Could you change a battery out back then? You probably could.
I don't have any idea if I could or not.
And even though Apple warns that those phones could be hacked by a toddler, users claim they like that the pictures look vintage.
Oh, they don't like the new and improved tech.
Probably.
Part of it.
They don't like
I guess.
the high res. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The problem with that is they don't work as well.
The new ones or the old ones?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of obsolete. And I think the tech companies do that on purpose to where they want you to upgrade.
Sure, they do.
They want to keep selling new phones.
Right.
And I think they make it to where it's so laggy for, say, internet or anything that people want to upgrade, or the batteries. Everybody complains about their batteries going to crap.
Well, and you can't change them like you used to.
And you can't change them, and so I don't. But hey, to each his own. Go for
it.
Well,
the reason they put the batteries in there, sealed them up where you couldn't get them out, is because they could make more sales.
They can make money.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yes. Verizon went down the other day.
The stock?
No,
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People were having trouble getting on. So Verizon outrages customers again, this time with measly credit. So they're going to give them credit, but you should listen to this. Verizon is offering customers who were affected by the outage this week some money for their trouble, except it's only $20. Even worse, it's called a credit. So you can't use it. You can't get actual cash. And a company that owns stuff like this, that's a freebie. It's freebie.
It's not really costing them a lot.
Yeah. So you can only use it towards your bill. And you have to apply it yourself, which a lot of people can't seem to figure out.
You.
As for what screwed up, they now think a big server in New Jersey went on the fritz, putting all those phones in SOS mode.
Well, my thought, I don't have Verizon, but my thoughts to Verizon are you can do better. You can do better than that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're making it not user friendly
Yeah.
to do that
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I can understand, a piece of equipment that's plugged into the wall that's going to break down at some point.
Yeah.
But they should have backups. Everything should have a backup.
Especially people work off their phone.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean,
And you're paying high dollar for the service
yeah, you
too.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Anyway, do better,
Anyway,
Verizon. That's
yeah.
pretty lame.
We have to take another break.
Okay.
We went kind of long with Wayne. He was awful wordy, telling those stories about all these people, and I mean,
I hope he's not listening to you throwing him under the bus.
Well, it was we spent hours with these people. We spent days, and we traveled, and you really get a good sense of what society was back then. It was all about your neighbor. It was all about what you had for lunch. It was all about how you spent your recreational time.
And now we isolate ourselves
Yeah.
so much, and partly because of tech.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway. All right, we're going to take another break. Stone Bank is our sponsor. Boulder Banking. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to Around the Table.
Wow, it's 9:56 already.
I know, it's almost the end of the show. We had a good time this week. Do you want to recap what we did all week long?
Nope.
Can't
But
you?
I would invite you to go to our Around the Table Facebook page where you can watch each daily
Yeah, there you go.
show and rewatch it. And if you missed something, guess what? You can go back and look at it
Okay,
if you want to.
if you want to, yeah.
I encourage people to do that, and I did publicly on this Facebook page to go and re-listen to the candidates.
Yes,
I think that
that's
would
the
be-
most important thing. And a lot of people shared some of the interviews that we did with all of the candidates.
Yeah.
And you get so much more a decision power when you get to talk to the person. And I
Sure.
don't know how the face-to-face meetings went at
Me
the
either.
at
We didn't get to
Jump Off
go,
Ham- We didn't get to
but-
go because we were sitting here. But anyway, I hope that worked out for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Decision time for electing our representatives that's paramount, I think. Because if we don't pick the right ones, they're just going to fluff off and do nothing, and we won't get the attention that we need here.
Right.
Everybody's fighting for attention in all these
Right.
districts,
Right.
and we need somebody in there that's going to kind of stir things up and put focus
Look
on
after
what
our
we're doing.
interests.
Yeah, look after our interest.
Do you have a hotspot on your phone, Tan?
I think I've never used it, but I think I do. Yeah.
Does it have a name?
I didn't name it. Probably A+. I don't know.
Well, here is a word of warning. If your hotspot is named Bomb Threat,
Whoops.
you might want to change it before you get on the next airplane flight. Because why? Some guy on Turkish Airlines didn't, and they had to make an emergency landing in Spain when other passengers saw it pop up on their phones, and it said bomb threat.
Oh my gosh.
The plane was evacuated while the bomb squad checked it out. Oh, and the guy with the funny Wi-Fi network name quickly changed it before the cops could find
Oh
him.
my gosh. So
just
it came up. I bet he did that on purpose.
Oh, he probably did, thinking it would be funny.
It's funny.
He found out different.
Well, today is National Nothing Day. No need to celebrate, observe, or honor anything. It's a nothing day.
Okay.
All right. National Fig Newton Day. I used to love to eat those things. I don't know if I could eat one now.
National Hot and Spicy Food Day.
Aye, okay.
Aye.
National Religious Freedom Day.
Okay. Tomorrow's Ditch Your New Year's resolution. I think that's the day where everybody goes, "Ah, screw it, I'm not going to do it
really.
anymore." I don't know.
And then Ben Franklin Day is on Saturday. National Classy Day.
Okay.
And then Judgment Day. My Judgment Day?
Whoa,
Let's see, it's not the judgment you're thinking about. It's the tongue-in-cheek version is about judging your own life. Judge
Okay.
your own life.
And then Sunday's National Thesaurus Day, Maintenance Day, yada, yada, yada.
And then National Peking Day, National Winnie the Pooh Day, and then don't forget tomorrow is Martin Luther, which would be Monday.
Okay.
We'll see you guys Monday.